I've been using Codex pretty much as my main LLM or the only AI provider for the past month at least. But today is the day my subscription expired. I had the $200 20x max plan, I think it was. And 2 days ago, I burnt 2.2 billion tokens in one day. That's crazy. Yesterday was 1 billion too. I was maxing and they were resetting it. It was great. But today I'm actually on the free plan, and I realized the free plan has a monthly limit instead of a weekly limit. And I've already burnt 50% of the monthly limit in like an hour. But it's great that they even have a free plan, because I'm pretty sure Claude doesn't even have a free plan. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing how to get all the greatest AI models for the cheapest price to power your AI coding, AI work, whatever. So there's a few methods. We're going to get into it, and it kind of picks up off my previous videos on 9router. Here's my profile on Codex. I'm on the free plan now because my subscription just ran out. But like over the past few days, I've been burning like billions of tokens. There we go. 2.2 billion tokens, August 8th. Yesterday, well, this is today actually on the free plan, so not many. But yesterday, 1 billion tokens. August 7, 1.1 billion tokens. August 6, 500 million tokens. So the first thing we want to do is, I'm using 9router. There's other routers you can use, but 9router is a pretty good open source router for all your LLM providers. So we have our agent here, and we're going to link it to, oh, actually, I think I already have this. Yeah, here. We have our agent here, Claude or Codex or whatever, and we're going to go through the 9router server to talk to whatever models we want, whatever providers we want. And one of the providers we're going to look at today is freemodel.dev. This one is dope. I don't think I've talked about this one yet. Freemodel.dev. What's another one? Let's open code go. These are two examples of what I'm going to use. So these things here, these, I don't know what shape this is. Rhombus? These rhombi here are actually what we call providers, because they provide the inference or the tokens for us. And then what we have up here are, you all probably know this one, models. This is what the providers provide to us. And we're going to route them through 9router into our agent. Okay, that's the method. Is 9router better than OpenRouter? I don't think there are things to compare. 9router is running locally. It's your local router. OpenRouter routes to other providers for you in their own like hosted route. I guess there is a lot of overlap now that I explain it, but you can do a lot more with 9router, I think. Like provide your own providers. Whereas with OpenRouter, you can only use the providers that they provide. They route to. I think paying is interesting. I don't know too much about this. The way I've been doing this kind of social research is through Grok. Tell me about the meta of using freemodel.dev. What strategies are best? Because I know there's like maybe a particular plan that's good. I think they also give you free credits when you sign up without a credit card. So we can already use a bunch of things, but I think similar to OpenRouter, that if you put a little bit of money in, you actually get a whole lot more things you can use. Yes, Hvoy.ai. This is what the people are using to determine, shout out Peas, I think has been really pioneering this field, to determine if the provider of a model is legitimate compared to the original. Like for instance, a lot of these like cheaper providers will claim that they are running Fable 5. But can you say for sure that it's Fable 5? This is one way to check. So you put in your model. It also has already reviewed providers here. So Hamza this morning, shout out Hamza in general, was like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm spamming Fable 5 Max for like $2 here and there. And I'm like, haha, it's probably like, you know, barely Fable. And he's like, no, check this out. 100% Fable detected on Hvoy. So, okay. And that's through freemodel.dev. So we're going to try set that up. Shout out. Buy credits. Just going to, okay, minimum is $30. Okay, so they have, okay, minimum is $30. You can pay with Alipay, WeChat, or crypto. And be careful, guys, with this crypto. I mean, a lot of people vouched. Okay, it's using Oxapay. Looks like, okay, so it's using Oxapay. You can pay with ETH, USDT. Pretty much, oh no, you can also do Solana. Okay, that's pretty good. $30 is $2 actual dollars. Oh, great. Okay, it costs IRL dollars. I think it used to be free. It used to be free models without even a credit card. But obviously, once it gets popular, people start abusing it. So now they actually charge. But it's cheap. It's cheap models. How is $30 $2? Because their client shows $30, but if we check the actual transaction I did, 0.02 Sol, that is $1.52. So it's even cheaper than $2, I guess. But maybe the transaction fee, pretty much $2 is what I actually paid. But then if I go into the free model dashboard, it'll say I have $30. Oh, 150. Yeah. Even on the invoice, it shows 150. All text access denied. This service is restricted through the official Claude Code client only. Oh, that's me. Okay. Wait, how come you don't just buy the 5x plan instead of wasting so much time? Like, I think it would be a better investment for you. I think this is more time than I expected for sure. But I think my hunch is it's just 10 more minutes of time. And then the result, the payoff is going to be much better. This is much more scalable. A 5x plan, I can probably run that up in 30 minutes. With a good 9 router setup, I can code unlimited pretty much. Let's see if I get these. Let's see if I get free model in Pi. Okay, I did see FMD Codex, but it's hard coded. I mean, Claude Opus 5. Nope. Should I use CC switch? I'm down to try CC switch. Brew install cast CC switch. Brew update CC switch. Yeah, okay. Let's try CC switch. Shout out Figs for the suggestion. Welcome to CC switch. CC switch lets you switch between multiple Claude Code, Codex, Gemini providers with a single click. Let's go. Oh yeah, just leak my key. God damn it, dude. All right, I gotta revoke these keys, man. Give me this. What? Dude, LCC switch for now. How come I can't drag that? CC switch, you failed me. Wouldn't be a tech history without that, yes. Luckily, you know, we don't have that many viewers that hate me. Otherwise, imagine like someone just had like a button ready they could press and they'd be like, drain this man's wallet. That's why you gotta set up spend limits, man, when you're streaming. Otherwise, get burnt. Both of the keys are deleted now. We can continue. All right, this is CC switch now. We finally loaded it. So supposedly this is better than 9 router, or, you know, more people are using this instead of 9 router. So now we're going to try link freemodels.dev to our Pi agent via CC switch, or maybe even to, actually probably we're going to use the official Claude Code harness as well. What is CheapSeek? So CheapSeek is a custom fallback combo that I made in 9 router. Okay, this looks just as slow. So in 9 router, you can make combos, which is just like either fusion. There's 3 ways: fallback, round robin, or fusion. Fallback tries the models in an order and picks the next based on failure. So that's what CheapSeek is here. It's in the fallback mode. So it'll try Luna first, and then if Luna doesn't work, it'll try OpenCode DeepSeek Flash, and if that doesn't work, it'll try A6 DeepSeek Flash. I also have Best of Best. Best of Best is a fusion-style model combo. What that does is it hits every single model and then uses a judge model to synthesize and get the best out of the best. Very costly, but maybe when you have something really important, you'll use Best of Best, and then CheapSeek when you just want something cheap. What are my thoughts on local LLM or coding? Do you recommend any models? Yeah, so everyone is really liking DeepSeek Flash. If you can run that, they say like 2 DGX Sparks are really good for DeepSeek Flash. Or if you have like a single 5090 or 3090s, Qwen 27B I think is good. But personally, my thought on local LLMs is like they're not worth it unless you have privacy concerns. Like the cost to run a decent model is like at least $5,000, I think, for the hardware. And you can get way more usage for speed and intellect if you're paying API costs. For backend, would you take Sol or Fable or Opus? Yeah, all three of those would be good for backend. If I had to pick, I'd say Fable is probably the smartest to plan, Opus probably the best to execute, and Sol being the best value for money out of those three, if I had to pick like what the strengths are. I am going to wrap it up here. We learned a bit about freemodel.dev, 9-router proxy, CC switch, and setting that up in Pi and Claude Code. I think we still have a lot more to perfect. I'm definitely not happy with the current experience because I am using my CheapSeek combo. That's another thing we did is like a fallback CheapSeek with Luna. I think mostly Luna. It did not work too well in that Pi harness. What we might try is what who was it? Someone asked about like setting up custom models in the Codex harness. Kind of excited by that. So maybe we'll try that next time. But yeah, you can use Atomic. Yeah, we could also try Atomic as well for a harness. But yeah, one thing at a time. I think I want to get the base Pi to work decently before we go into the extremes.